Close your eyes for a moment. Now imagine a world without photographs. No cherished family portraits hanging on walls, no breathtaking landscapes frozen in time, no candid snapshots capturing life's fleeting moments. It's almost impossible to picture, isn't it? That's because cameras and photography have become such a big part of our lives. But did you know that cameras haven't always been around? Let's take an exciting journey through time and see how cameras have changed from simple boxes to the amazing devices we use today. Let's start way back in time. Thousands of years ago, people drew pictures on cave walls. They used their hands and simple tools to show what they saw around them. These were the very first photographs in a way. As time went on, people got better at making pictures. Famous artists like Leonardo da Vinci painted beautiful portraits that looked almost real. But it took a long time to make these paintings, and not everyone could do it. In 500 BC, people used something called a camera obscura, which is based on the principle of pinhole camera. It was just a dark room or box with a tiny hole and a lens. Light would come through the hole and make an upside-down picture on the wall. But this picture wouldn't last. It was just for looking at. Then, about 200 years ago, something exciting happened. People invented the first real cameras. They were big boxes that made blurry pictures, but it was a start. Soon, a clever man named Louis Daguerre made better pictures that people could keep. Everyone wanted their portrait taken, even though they had to sit very still for a long time. As years went by, cameras got better and easier to use. A company called Kodak made a big change. They created a simple camera that anyone could use. Their motto was, "You press the button, we do the rest." This meant that Kodak would develop the photos for you. How cool is that? For a long time, cameras used something called film to take pictures. You had to be careful because you could only take a certain number of photos before changing the film, and you had to wait to see how your pictures turned out. One day, someone invented color film. Suddenly, photos looked more like the colorful world we see with our eyes. It was like bringing a black and white TV to life with color. Then came the instant camera. The most famous one was made by Polaroid. You could take a picture and watch it appear right before your eyes in just a few minutes. Kids today might not believe it, but people thought this was super cool. But these old cameras had some problems. Sometimes pictures came out blurry, especially if you moved while taking the photo. Smart photographers used things called tripods to keep the camera still, but it was hard for regular people to take perfect pictures. Then came the biggest change of all: digital cameras. These cameras didn't need film. They could store lots of pictures on a tiny memory card. You could see your photos right away on a little screen and delete the ones you didn't like. After digital cameras, two new types became popular: DSLR and mirrorless cameras. These allow people to take very high-quality photos and change lenses for different effects. Today, most of us have a great camera right in our pockets, our smartphones. These amazing devices can take pictures that are almost as good as big, expensive cameras. They use smart computer programs and something called AI, that's short for artificial intelligence, to make our photos look even better. They even have special sensors that keep the picture steady, so it's not blurry even if your hands shake a little. But the story of cameras isn't over yet. Scientists are working on new ways to take even better pictures. In the future, we might have cameras that can see things our eyes can't, like inside our bodies or deep underwater. Cameras might help cars drive themselves or help doctors find diseases early. The possibilities are endless. Next time you take a picture, think about all the clever people and ideas that made it possible. And remember, every photo you take is a little piece of history, just like the cameras that take them.